fighting the Pope. That means he's a Christian nationalist in all of the ways that matters most, which is a Christian who puts their politics before their faith, right? JD Vance is fighting with the Pope because the Pope is too left, because the Pope is telling him that like hate and war and violence is wrong, which it is by Christian standards. And I think one of the things you have to be concerned about with any side is their extremist factions. And the issue is, in the case of Republicans, their extremist factions are getting elected into power. They're having seats. There are many Christian nationalists that are senators, that are congressmen. Whereas on the left, there are concerns about extremism as well. People who want to, for example, take away private property rights, that the left does need to be thinking about, particularly if you're on the left and you disagree with that position. The issue is that almost nobody has seats that actually want to take away private property rights. Nobody has political power. That's like the socialist bane of existence, is that they have a lot of political voice and they have very little political power. And so I think when you scale these things, you have to go, look, the media is very loud on the left in certain ways, but the media isn't necessarily the same as elected officials. And we're seeing, despite the fact that abortion has 80% support nationally, there are tons of states with very restrictive bans that even their constituents don't necessarily agree with, because we have Christian nationalist politicians who try to use the Bible to justify their preferential policy rather than using like logic and rationale. And that's the part of Christian nationalism we have to be concerned about, because they do have political power. They do have camps. I mean, I grew up in this world. I grew up as fundamental Christian. I remember going to camps where they teach you how to be politically effective and how to get into, like, they're thinking about political efficacy in a way, and have been for 20 to 30 years, in a way that most groups are not thinking about it, and they've been effective at it. They are in powerful positions.